I was under the impression, I was told as long as I didn't get in any more trouble, I was done here on the 23rd or whatever. But
Well, I'll give you a little tip here. I think you probably know this, but apparently people forget it when it's happening. Your jail phone calls are recorded and reviewed.
okay.
So you can get yourself in a lot deeper hole in those phone calls if you choose to do so. So we'll see you back here when you have an attorney, after you've met with your
Prison wasn't
attorney.
going to be good for him. I believe that maybe now, after we have had him on home wave discussing drug weights and possible selling of drugs and that sort of thing, I am asking that his probation be revoked and he be sent to prison, make that the place of incarceration.
I'm just begging not to go to prison. That's all.
What was the tampering with that? This is case number 23CR40677, State of Ohio versus Michael Galloway. Galloway is present today. Without counsel, the state is represented by Teresa Hyatt. According to this, Mr. Galloway, on April 3rd, 2026, you failed to show up for an office visit. That resulted in a warrant for your arrest, and that you discharged yourself from Full Circle against medical advice. That could result in revocation of your community control. Do you admit or deny the charge against you?
I admit to missing the visit, but against the medical advice of the leaving the program, me and my probation officer actually talked about it. I tried to check into another place, but they told me that they was full at the time or whatever, that they was going to be getting in touch with me. And I mean, to be honest, I was kind of getting burnt out on the treatment things or whatever. I'm still clean. I'm not using drugs or anything. But I've been doing it for almost 3 years. I mean,
Okay, well, here's the summary. It starts back in November of 23. That's when you were placed on supervision. You signed a technical sanction for completing an oral swab that came back confirmed positive for cocaine. April of 24, you ordered to increase reporting, call random substance testing line, continue treatment with the coach, complete a behavior change. On April 24, 2024, you had a probation violation hearing for testing positive for cocaine on April 4th, April 15th, and April 22nd. You were released on a GPS monitor with a curfew. On April 30th, at a final hearing, you were ordered to be reassessed for mental health and substance use treatment and to comply with those recommendations. On May 22nd, you had another preliminary probation violation hearing for testing positive for cocaine on, I think that's a mistake. It says 6/4/24. But you were ordered to complete a new assessment through the coach and comply with the assessment. May 21st, 2025, you signed a technical sanction due to positive drug screens. You were placed on electronically monitored house arrest with privileges to go to treatment and to work if you were able, and to verify your employment, increased your reporting to once a week, increased testing and random substance line. June 18, 2025, another probation violation due to continued use of cocaine. June 24, 2025, you were ordered to complete a new assessment, successfully complete treatment, be released on electronically monitored house arrest with work privileges for 30 days. September 10, 2025, you had a final probation violation for using cocaine. You were ordered to complete a new assessment and comply with treatment. While trying to get in contact with you, there were text messages coming from someone who claimed to be your mom. stating that you were in Toledo working and that you had left your phone behind. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Turns out you were sending those messages according to this.
Correct.
Okay. So basically, you were not reporting. Throughout your time on supervision, you've continued to deny that you have substance use problems, but it appears that we can no longer assist you. Is there anything from the state?
Your Honor, this is, as court just kind of went through, this is his 5th probation violation, and just, he has not done anything. I believe the recommendation is due to local time, but quite frankly, I mean, he has only 87 days on a possible 36 months. He's at F3 tampering with evidence, and F5 cocaine, and an M1 OVI. We're recommending that his community control be revoked and he go serve a prison sentence instead.
All right, thank you. Mr. Galloway, is there anything you want to say, sir?
Please don't send me to prison. I'm not as bad as my record looks like I am. I'm really not. I'm not as bad as I've seen. This is the only trouble I've ever really been in my entire life. All I've really been trying to do is work. I mean, like, I haven't failed nothing. I've been clean for the last 6 months. I don't feel like I deserve prison.
Did he test when he came in? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Did he test when he was taken to jail?
Yes, Your Honor. All he was positive with was marijuana, and he has an approved medical marijuana card.
Go ahead.
I'm just begging not to go to prison. That's all.
What was the tampering with evidence about?
1 second, Judge. I guess when he was put in the rear of the cruiser, he was offered to do a chemical test. When he was removed, it looks like there was some kind of, the trooper sees white powdery smudge marks on the rear seat where he had been sitting. Video shows that he had taken out a baggie from his pants, ripped it open, took a sniff of the stuff and put it in his mouth and spread the remaining contents on the floorboard of the cruiser, and then put the baggie underneath the driver's seat.
So it would have been possession of cocaine probably, right?
It would have been just cocaine if he had not tried
Okay.
to eat it and smear it.
Okay, you had something else you were going to say.
No,
Is that it?
I was gonna say what happened. I panicked. So I'm not used to. I've never been in trouble. I knew I was about to get in trouble. I made a mistake. It was like the beginning of the end of my marriage.
Okay, I'm just going to impose a sanction of 30 days in jail and give him credit since May 25th, 25, 26, 27. Today's 27th, right? 20.
Correct, Your Honor.
Yes.
So give him 3 days credit, serve 27 days, and then terminate probation.
Neutral or unsuccessful, Judge?
If he serves his 30 days with no problems in the jail, it can be neutral. If he has a problem in the jail, then it can file a probation violation. We'll continue his community control until he finishes that 30 days. If you have a problem of any,
I'll be so good.
if you have any problem in the jail, they file a violation, you still could go to do the full 36 months.
Yeah, I promise I'll sleep.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Yep. Mr. Galloway, there's been a report of a community control violation. The allegation is on April 11, 2026, you committed the offense of failure to comply, felony 4, through Montgomery County Common Pleas Court. This could result in revocation of your community control, imposition of any sentence that was reserved. You have a right to be represented by an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney will be appointed to represent you. Would you like to have legal counsel?
Yes, because I was under the impression that my probation officer knew that before the sentencing that I just received last month.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of Van Gundy.
I was under the impression, I was told as long as I didn't get in any more trouble, I was done here on the 23rd or whatever. But
Well, I'll give you a little tip here. I think you probably know this, but apparently people forget it when it's happening. Your jail phone calls are recorded and reviewed.
Okay.
So you can get yourself in a lot deeper hole in those phone calls if you choose to do so. So we'll see you back here when you have an attorney, after you've met with your attorney. Okay, that's all.
Am I still released on the 23rd?
I'm sorry?
Am I still being released?
No.
So what's, I guess, my next step?
I'm going to talk to your probation officer. Your next step is to talk to your attorney.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Case 23CR40677. Mr. Galloway is present today with his attorney, Alana Van Gundy. The state is represented by Teresa Hyatt. We are here for a final probation violation. How does Mr. Galloway wish to proceed?
He will admit today, Your Honor.
All right. Is there a statement from probation?
Your Honor, Mr. Galloway has had numerous probation violations. This one to me is particularly concerning due to the fact that he had lied to me and claimed to be his mother, and that is why he would not come down to report in as he was ordered to do so. Then 2 days later is when this event occurred. So just the continued criminal thinking at this point is very concerning for Mr. Galloway. And at this point, we would ask for a period of incarceration.
Okay. Just to clarify, he was texting when he told you he was his mother, right?
Correct. Officer Fisher and I had showed up to try and do a home visit. I could not get a hold of him. I ended up leaving him a voicemail and a text message saying that if he did not report in or make contact, that I would have to be issuing a warrant. And the response back I got was that it was Michael's mother and that he was in Toledo and had left his phone behind, and he has later since admitted to me that he was the one sending the text messages.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hyatt, anything on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, we were just here May 27th on probation violation number 5. We are now here on probation violation number 6. He picked up a new failure to comply charge, which was back in April, so it would have been before the final PV, or actually that was the PPV in May. However, he failed to ever tell his probation officer that he had contact with law enforcement. I mean, there has been opportunity after opportunity after opportunity given to this particular defendant. Actually, at the last hearing in May, Officer Williford disagreed with me because I went to prison at that point. She was actually advocating for this defendant at that point as far as thinking prison wasn't going to be good for him. I believe that maybe now, after we have had him on home wave discussing drug weights and possible selling of drugs and that sort of thing, I am asking that his probation be revoked and he be sent to prison, make that the place of incarceration. He has 122 days of jail time credit, but he has a felony 3 tampering, a felony 5 cocaine, and then a misdemeanor OVI is what he's before this court for.
All right, thank you. Ms. Van Gundy?
Yes, Your Honor, this is the first that I'm hearing of any way. I wasn't given any calls or any sort of thing like that, so I can't really speak on that. I do know that my client's been sober since December. That's been hard for him to do, but he's maintained it. He was in for a probation violation. He had the 30 days and was supposed to be terminated. He thought that his failure to comply, from what he's reported to me, was already known to the probation officer. And that's, so we're asking for either local time, Your Honor, or he does have his pending F4 out of Montgomery County, so he also is going to have to go deal with his Montgomery County case.
Mr. Galloway, is there anything you'd like to say?
I mean, yes, I almost beg for local time if I'm going to do any time. I don't want prison to be, I don't feel like prison, I don't know anybody that goes to prison that comes out a better person, honestly. I hear a lot of these guys in here talking this and that and, you know, about how they can get high and do all these things. I just don't want that to be part of my life. And as far as the home wave thing, that's not me. That was my wife or whatever. And I was just saying something about something that was in the past or whatever. That wasn't. I know exactly the conversation that they're referring to. I wasn't. She was at. That's something she's doing. Me and her are no longer together. I'm not even allowed to talk to her. ever since I got served, I have not even spoke to her. I don't live with her. I live at a whole different residence. So I don't know how that could be, I guess, a punishment to me, but I understand all the other things I've done, I accept that. I'm just willing to accept my punishment. I beg not to do prison time if I can do it here. I already have a job here, I'm a trustee here. You know, I think I could be more of an asset than going to prison and becoming just another number.
So he's here on a 2023 case. For tampering with evidence, correct?
Tampering with evidence and possession of cocaine and an OVI, Your Honor.
Okay. Between cruiser cam and jail cam, you have a tough way to go, don't you?
No, I'm not as bad of a person as it looks, honestly. I really don't believe I am.
Basically, you were trying to hide cocaine, but you had to take one last time to use it.
I was
And
afraid of getting in trouble.
you were driving under the influence. It's in possession of cocaine. So how much credit does he have on this case?
122 days, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll continue him on community control, require him to spend 90 days additional in the Warren County Jail. At the conclusion of those 90 days, we'll make his supervision neutral if he has no problems in the jail. If he does have problems that amount to a significant write-up, then we can consider that a violation of his community control while in jail and come back in here and decide if he should go to prison at that time.
And do you want the 90 days, sorry, just to begin today, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Galloway?
Yes, sir.
If you have any problems in the jail, you still could go for 36 months, less the time you've served.
Okay.
Okay, that's all.
Can I make one request?
Yeah.
Would I be possible to get on the litter patrol crew?
Yeah, you can do litter control.
How do I go about
We'll
that?
just put it in the entry. He's eligible for litter control. Anything else?
No.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.